Hey, this is Mike Muir from Suicidal Tendencies and Infectious Grooves, and check out Overdrive.ie, the home of heavy music news.
Okay, you're watching Overdrive, and I'm sitting in the backstage confines of the 3 Olympia in Dublin with Andreas from Sepultura. So good to see you. I'm very, very well, man. Very well. Yeah, where to start? This is it. This is the final tour. I was just thinking on my way here. This is the last time I'm going to see you in the Irish capital. Does it hit you that when you go through all these different cities now, that this is kind of the last time?
Well, not really, man. I mean, it's something that we did because of the 40-year mark, and because I mean, I was feeling very pressure to write a new album, to follow the cycle. To follow our routine, album tour, whatever. And we decided to do the celebration to say thank you to our fans for 40 solid years. Besides all the changes that we had outside the band, we're still here enjoying ourselves. I mean, it's a great momentum from Sepultura. Why not? Why not choose to stop in a great momentum and a very positive vibe,
Yeah.
We don't need to wait for something to happen or to fight or whatever, or we are too old to go on stage, I mean, we feel pretty young. We feel very motivated to start something from scratch. Artistically, it's something that it's very exciting, and personally as well, that you have any possibilities, and not necessarily write music for Sepultura, expand a little bit and try different things. And who knows, it's irrelevant if you're gonna come back later or not. That's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is today, to celebrate today. It's been very emotional. It's great to hear the stories of our fans, couples that met at Sepultura and got married, got kids, they bring their kids to the show. It's fantastic. I mean, it's very unique.
When you first got the feeling of, okay, maybe it's time to do this, like in context to when the last album came out, Quadra came out,
Yeah.
like, did it kind of cross your mind, or did COVID have something to do with it, or?
Yeah, my personal experience, especially with my wife, that passed away after cancer. It's been 2 years and a half now. And the process of her dying, the cancer, all the stuff with the hospitals and questions arose in my mind. I felt very unprepared as a Brazilian citizen to deal with that situation with hospitals and bureaucratic stuff. At the same time, the person that I loved the most was there dying, and so I started a movement after that, really to motivate people to talk about dying. It's very healthy to talk about with your family what your last wishes, what you want to do. Everything is all right, to sign the paper, of a house or something. You can do a lot of stuff while you are alive, instead of just living for afterwards, because people just have the prejudice to talk about dying. And that brought me a lot of perspective. I mean, Patricia's dying, he gave me it's one of the best teachers that I have for life. As soon as you have a respect finity, because you have no control for that, we all gonna die. That's a fact. Maybe the only fact of our reality is that we're gonna die. And here we are, celebrating life much more intense, than ever. Because we respect finitude, we know we're gonna stop. So yeah, there's a little bit of everything. Our history, 40-year mark, my personal experience, the lockdown. A lot of people lost a lot of, personal loved ones. And also gave a whole new perspective of life, what life is about, and society. And of course, a big part of myself died with Patricia, but a big other part is, was born. New experience, new seeing things, a new motivation in life because of everything that happened.
Did you feel once you inevitably made the decision, and for the reasons that you just spoke of, for the 40 years plus all the personal stuff in life, that once you had absolutely made that decision, that there was kind of a sense of just the pressure lifted, like you?
Definitely, most definitely. Yeah, sense of freedom, really. It's scary, but at the same time, extremely exciting. You know, the freedom of doing different things or trying different things or whatever, or not, or do nothing, you know, for a while.
Well, you deserve to do nothing.
Since I
You can
joined
relax.
Sepultura, I never stopped, never.
Yeah.
You know, even on the pandemic, on the lockdown, we were like working on the Sepultura.
Yeah.
We had the album coming out. You know, we did a lot of work. So yeah, it feels great, and it feels very amazing to see back and to see such an amazing history behind, and such respect we got still today. You know, all over the world, and such happiness to see our fans so emotional about Sepultura. It's amazing.
Yeah, and when you were thinking about, you know, maybe it's time to sort of retire the Sepultura, did you bring this when you brought the idea to, you know, Derek and the rest of the guys, and were they a little bit shocked, or was
yes,
it? Yeah,
everyone.
yeah,
because I talked to each one of them like individually, you know, because I want to also needed that feedback, you know, to make sure this was the right way to do, you know.
Yeah.
And we talk and we took our time, and it made more sense by the day, and here we are. It's great.
And I mean, it's just great to see as well that Eloy has now, you know, he's been embraced into the Slipknot family. Was that something that this decision, knowing what was going to happen with Sepultura, was that part of kind of, for him, his future to, you know, progress? Or
I have no idea, man. I have to ask him.
Okay.
Because we were very surprised by his decision.
Oh, okay.
You know, as I said, we were working on that for 2 years with him.
Yeah.
And 3 weeks before the first show, he decided to leave.
Wow.
Out of nowhere.
I didn't know it was like that. I thought
it was really weird.
Sudden.
Yeah. And you know, he decided like 3 weeks before the first date that we were working for 2 years to happen, with his approval and everything. You know, we were discussing set list and this, you know, all the effects and everything. But he decided to go at that moment, and he left, and Grayson came up to my mind right away.
Yeah.
Because we were following him. My son Johan showed me him like videos. Suicidal. Yeah. Derek saw him playing with Suicidal in LA. And he came to my mind right away, and I called him, and in 48 hours we were together.
It was the weirdest shift. It was
right?
Like that,
yeah.
It was
Suicidal, Slipknot, Sepultura.
Yeah, just everyone like woke up one morning. It's like, what the hell happened? Everything just like a different universe or something.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's great. I guess for Eloy, and Slipknot is great as well.
Yeah.
And for Jay, maybe it was better for everyone, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we had to rebuild, or, you know, to rehearse with Grayson.
He's a fantastic
he did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Every time is better. Every time we got connected, you know, playing, touring more, and getting to know each other better, and it's fantastic.
You had mentioned during the week about the possibility of this final gig in 2026 in is São Paulo, and you had extended the olive branch. I normally have never spoken to you about this before, but since you've mentioned this week, do you think that could possibly happen with the guys?
Months ago.
Oh.
Yeah, to announce this, you know, the idea was really to have a final show with everyone involved.
Yeah.
Not only the Cavaleras, of course, but Jairo, you know, Jean Dolabella.
Just the whole history.
Eloy, you know, Roy Mayorga was were with us for a tour on Dante. We have people that really helped Sepultura to move on, like Jean Paton, when I have to leave the tour because of my wife in Brazil. He helped us finish the tour in Europe. And other musicians that were so important in every aspect to make Sepultura, you know, what we are today. And of course, Max and Igor are part of that, undoubtedly, you know. Mm-hmm. So it would be great to have everyone there to celebrate for the fans and do a final show on the 40-year anniversary.
Do you think a possibility it may happen?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Possibilities are open, you know. Yeah. We all are alive, and, you know,
I think everyone would love to see that.
Playing and stuff. Yeah. Let's see what happens. But regardless of their participation or no, we're gonna do this last show in São Paulo.
Yeah.
The big celebration. with a lot of friends involved and stuff. And hopefully we're gonna have everyone there to do that.
Oh, fantastic. Are you going to film that as well, do you think?
Oh, I think we have no choice.
You have to. You'd be like, why?
The idea, I guess, we're talking about some possibilities, but even like streaming or something like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's still some ways to go, and we're planning to do that at October 2026.
That's what it is, October.
We have so many different possibilities and new options that are arising.
Pretty much 2 years from now then.
Yeah. I mean, we have no reason to rush our farewell,
Yeah.
Let's enjoy ourselves, and the idea is to put out like 40 songs in 40 different cities around the world. We are recording every show since Grayson joined the band, so we have every show recorded. So we're gonna put together this live album. The idea is to put digitally like whatever 10 songs in parts,
Mm-hmm.
And once we have everything out, the idea is to put like a really cool vinyl package, like the old days, like a live 2 or great live albums,
like the 70s live albums.
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly.
And then just finally, when you look back on everything over the 40 years, what do you feel is the most important kind of moment for you? Is there an album or something that really stands out as being a pinnacle of your thoughts?
Usually I respond this question answering today. Today is the pinnacle. This is amazing to be here, after so many things happen, in our professional life, in technology, in our personal lives, in relationship with our fans, how we sell our music, how we do tours and stuff, and we're still here enjoying ourselves. This is amazing. That's why I say we build a new Sepultura every day. That's our approach every day. We don't have this singer, well, we don't have this manager, we don't have this label, but we have this, and we have this, and we have this. And that's what the Sepultura spirit is all about. Really to face our challenges and not be a slave of whatever definition, what Sepultura is supposed to be. You have an idea, you listening to this interview have another one. I respect them, but we are what we are, right? To be in a band like Sepultura, we do tours playing new albums, we do the new stuff. We are very much alive today. We don't do, special Arise tour, special whatever tour. We don't re-record albums. We're not locked in our past like a fucking paranoia, We're here today.
Yeah.
Enjoying the new elements, enjoying the new bands around, the new music that's going on, This is evolution. This is what Sepultura is all about. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
That's why Sepultura is still alive and so strong, Because we keep that alive, we keep the respect for the present, for what we have in our hands, It's hard enough to be on the road, to be away from the family, and to be on the road, to be miserable, fighting. Something stupid.
I couldn't imagine that.
We have a great crew, we have great professionals working with us to solve our problems, and that's what tour is all about. Problem solving, daily routine.
Problem solving, daily routine. There you go. But listen, it's been an amazing journey. This is where the Sepultura live journey ends in Ireland anyway, in the Republic of Ireland in Belfast tomorrow. And then onwards you go, as you said, to October 2026. And then after that, we just don't know. We'll see what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And but the live album's coming,
When can we expect that?
Well, throughout this 2 years, we're gonna put parts, and at the very end, hopefully we have the whole package.
The grand finale.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Well, Andreas, thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
the time. Really
Always a
appreciate
pleasure.
it. And Sepultura, 40 years, amazing. Thank you.